Lucy, really quite a profound story. And I love the twist. I don't know whether I love the twist at the end, but I think the twist really worked at the end. Do you want to tell us something about the making of that?
Well, the film has been made by the MA Fiction Group, the master degree students from Salford, as a major project in spring last year. The original idea was presented by Frank, who was our cameraman. He's here. So any questions about the storyline and so on? So yeah, would you like to come here?
Come on.
I'll be less scared. Thank you. Unfortunately, the directors were not able to make it tonight here. So, but the timing wasn't particularly long. So it's been about 6 weeks for the production.
Right.
We did have a little budget on the film provided by the university. So we did have the lack of equipment, and as you can see, for example, Frank's name been mentioned 3 times within like 10 lines of credits. So it was a crew of 7 people working together and fulfilling any possible job. Doesn't matter on the role, but the major roles been allocated by the stuff.
So, I mean, as an ex-student at Salford University myself, and I recognise a couple of names there, Robin Ellis and Lloyd Peters. So was this a university project, or was it something over and above university that you were taking outside the university anyway? It is a university project, it belongs to the university, but I am promoting the film as much as I can, and I'm making festival entries. So we're taking it beyond the university. It's myself and 2 directors. We just recently been to Poland to the Lodz Film School. We came back a week ago. Unfortunately, it didn't get any prizes, but it's been great to see it on the big screen. The competition was really tough, and we recently found out that it has officially entered Exposures Festival in Manchester. So hopefully a bit of good luck to us there. But we'll be promoting the film because it is our strongest work out of all the projects during the year. That's what we believe. So in terms of, for instance, casting the film and working with children, how did you find that? Because, I mean, I had similar experiences working with children myself in a film that you'll see later on. But I just wondered what the experience was like working with kids for the first time.
Well, I have been on set with children before, but I wasn't involved as a producer, and the responsibility never been as close and as tough for this one. So to me it was about 16 hours a day of research and terrible fear of the day when I have all these 8 little monsters around. And then, well, we were warned, and it was hard paperwork-wise and responsibility, talking to their parents and staying in touch and make sure we have got all the regulations set up. But it wasn't as scary and as hard as people think. We had great fun, we established great connection with those children, we allocated the roles to them, and it's just about the bond really. It's make it serious but play for them, but they do get tired, you can't overwork them, and at the end of the day, our crew had terrible headache. I can tell you, like, we were quiet for 20 minutes traveling back to Manchester, which is never the case. Everybody's so chit-chatted, but here was a car, was absolutely quiet, no radio, nothing. But it's been great experience, and it's not as bad as people might think. So the lead actress was absolutely amazing. She's so professional. We learned so much from her ourselves.
There were 2 particular female leads in there. Do you mean Kath? Was it Kath?
Catherine.
Yeah. I worked with Kath there in the past as well. She's very good. She's done a lot of stage work around Manchester as well. I mean, the kids. I thought the kids were great. It really, it really worked really quite well. And was that original music as well?
Yes, the original music has been written and tailored for us by our colleague from Salford University, who was a MA student himself, but from the music department. He's a composer.
I mean, I love the sequence at the end, the musical sequence where it was cutting back and forth and I love the stuff with the kids playing directly to camera around the table as if it was a little girl sat there, and it really worked really nicely. And the angel wings and everything, that kind of added something to that as well. That she was in essence about to become an angel in a way, wasn't she?
So that message came across as well. Yeah, it was yeah, a nice little piece, really profound piece, a sad piece, you know. Well, I don't think anybody in the room would have been giggling at that one, anyways. But beautifully shot, really nicely done.
Well, that's the director of photography.
Yeah, so I mean, as a DOP, is this your first film as DOP? Have you had a few in the past?
I did one project before we started with uni, which I learned a lot from. So I was a lot more meticulous with this.
What sort of camera were you using?
5D.
So 5D.
Yeah. So I mean, because I made not a lot of mistakes, but I mean, there was some issues there. So I thought this one, like, I worked quite close with the directors. I was at least with the producers, like seeing what time we had and stuff to make sure we got them shots that we needed, lockdown kind of thing. But yeah.
Are you still at university? Have you graduated yet? Or?
I've not graduated yet. Final project's due in December. But yeah.
December. Yeah. So what's next? I suppose it's the final project, is it?
Final project actually for me is writing, so it's nothing to do with camera. And then after that, it's just basically trying to make as many films as I can get my hands on, really. So yeah.
Well, good on you. Good on you. I suppose let's throw some questions out to the audience. Has anybody got any questions? Anybody?
About the sound, I thought the sound was superb. I was wondering if you got any tips for sound recorders as well.
Well, may I invite the sound lady on stage, please, with us? Sound, Lee, please come here. That's the question. I will readdress the question. But we had problems with sound originally, so we had to fix it after. This is why these screenings like this are a great opportunity to get a feedback, because we screened it first time and we had really great comments and everything else but sound, and we just fixed it within a matter of days. That's why it's so good to be able to show your work to the professionals and then just use it. But I'll pass the microphone to Kino.
Where did you get this sound with our kids?
Well, I don't know. To be honest, a lot of it was like re-recorded and like put on afterwards, but it was like external mics basically, like.
Is it SQM mixes and stuff like that?
Kind of. Like,
I've worked at software.
to be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of like fiddling with knobs and it kind of
SQM
worked.
mixes I have thrown across camera, so I know the frustrating side.
Yeah, it was.
I can say that because I've left software, but that's probably why yours didn't work actually. Say that.
Whatever I did seemed to work. So.
Yeah.
But some of it was recorded afterwards, so it was.
Mainly dialogues. We had the sound recall and then just.
Yeah, it's then famous for whereas he didn't fix it in post.
Yeah,
that's what I always say. I
hate those words.
We had like a kind of underlying track between the scenes, like a kind of to build tension kind of thing, which was
that
like
really worked.
the car
sounds,
sounds,
that kind of get space as well.
Before cut between the two sounds, but joined them as well.
Exactly, the madness and then the silence, which was really profound. That did work for me, definitely. Yeah. You had a few of the quiet, the really violent noises that were coming in the crash. That again were done specifically, I presume, that they were chosen to be done like that, slamming about the place. So, Exposures is next, and when's that?
End of February, I think 21st to 23rd. Right?
Okay, have we got any more questions for anybody?
How long did it take the filming session?
Officially we had 2 weeks to do the film, but I have spread it. Well, basically I didn't use every single day for that. It has been about 7 days in total of filming. So we just felt to feel comfortable. Some days were half a day.
Yeah.
So, but I spread it over 7 full days. But some of them were set dressing and relocation and preparing. But some days.
I think we got one more question over this side, did we?
Yeah. First of all, I'm not ashamed to say that when it hit me, I felt a bit teary-eyed there, which I think is a great compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the end.
Well done.
But I want to know how hard it was to find good young actresses, the main young one.
We were actually on this production overall. I actually would struggle to explain because we were just so very lucky. We contacted some young actresses on the star now. And then I think actually Eliza was the first to respond. And I thought, from the first picture, from the first email, that's her. We've seen a couple of little girls who were amazing. It was so hard to make a decision because I didn't want to hurt any of them. And oh God, who will bring me news? But that was her from the very start. We were really, really lucky. We didn't have many applications. Well, suitable applications, I would say. We had plenty, but some want money, some live very far, some needs accommodation, this and that. But Eliza was one of those who just didn't need anything, just wanted to work with us, and she was the one for the part.
Okay, well, well done, congratulations. Wish you best of luck at Exposures Festival as well. Keep hitting the others. And what's next for yourself?
Well, as Frank mentioned, we're now finishing our dissertations, hopefully, and so on. And then just give us a call if anybody's got any projects. That's DOPs, producers, sound, magic sound girl, and we're available. And hopefully there will be a good future for all the crew, because the crew been working fantastically together and so very hard. It was an amazing experience. I've been working in the professional productions before, and it's never been as great bonus. I couldn't believe it.
Excellent.
Not a rude single word, no fight. And where's all this?
Okay, well, thanks Lucy, thanks Frank, and wish you the very best for the future. And no doubt we'll be seeing further productions of yours down here at some point anyway. Well, best of luck with it.
Thank
Give
you.
a round of applause, everyone.